What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and we're going to be doing a movie today. Obviously, we're going to be looking at Immaculate. Now, again, this is a brand new movie, came out not too long ago. If you guys want to go ahead and watch this movie, go ahead, check it out. If you guys don't want to be spoiled, then I do recommend you click off the video, but at the same time, if you're going to stick around, then let's go ahead and talk about this. So, the entirety of this movie is actually interesting to a point, but actually, it's also kind of weird. So the main star in this film is Sydney Sweeney. Again, she's playing a few other movies. Very talented actress, I will say that. It really got you thinking on what you were going into with this movie. It was more portrayed to be a horror survival movie. And in a way it was, in a way it wasn't. So the entirety of this film is based around Sydney Sweeney's character, who plays as Cecilia, who is an American girl going to Italy to redo her vows into going into becoming a nun at a convent. And as soon as she arrives in this convent, things are not how they seem. She's having different reactions to different ones there. And of course, she's still learning the language. She makes friends with this other nun as well, and then things start to take a big turn. About not even a full week when she's there, she utterly becomes pregnant. Don't know exactly how she becomes pregnant, and everyone's thinking she, of course, had intercourse with a man, and she keeps saying no, 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 and then obviously they are treating her like she is the Virgin Mary reincarnated. They think that this is the birth of Christ again, and then later as things starts changing, when she starts questioning things, she even gets attacked by someone, and they stop her, and then after that happens, her friend even speaks out of turn, and she sees her friend getting tortured. Now, she's so scared that she tries to leave. She's further along in her pregnancy, and she cannot leave. And every time when she does, she gets taken back, and she tries to go to an actual hospital. They will not allow it because they have a doctor that's going to this convent. So between the head nun, you have the head priest, I would say the Pope or whoever. They're in control of this whole thing. And there's a lot of weirdness going on. And what happens is Cecilia discovers that, again, they are doing something with these women here. For somehow this priest that was a scientist, he's doing these weird experiments on these women to when the baby's born. They could be deformed, they could be crazy due to the fact he's having them in glass jars, I guess due to failed experiments. Now, what they are trying to do is, I'm assuming from what I understood from this film, is that they're trying to rebirth Christ, and they're having issues doing that because they have a nail from when Christ was pinned to the cross, and they were able to go through DNA. They were able to do all this to try to be able to basically try to reincarnate Jesus Christ. And it was really crazy because, again, there was no answers on how they were able to do this other than that, and also how she got pregnant. And then she goes through all this horror. She gets tortured. She has a burning cross that gets implanted on her feet, and then she has the child later on in the movie. She does, in that life, because she does not know if it's going to be like the Antichrist or if it's going to be a deformed mutant or whatever the case of it is. She even kills a few ones just so she can be free, and then the movie ends. So the entirety of this movie really left me having a lot of questions. It was actually very boring, and I felt like the entirety of this movie could have been better if it was more of like a paranormal movie, or if it could have been something else. But it really makes you, as soon as you start watching the movie, even from the trailer, because the trailer depicts it to be one way, and then when you watch the movie, about almost halfway in, you start thinking, okay, when is it going to pick up? Because the movie had a very hard time picking up. It was very slow, and the entirety of this movie, I was very bored with it. Now, again, I'll give credit to where credit's due. I think Sydney Sweeney did the best she could with this role. I think, again, she is a talented actress. I think she's a very beautiful, talented actress. But again, I think that she got another lame role. Again, Madam Web for her to not do well. I don't think this movie is going to do very well for her. So again, it seems like she's getting these low-key roles that seems to be good roles, but the movie just doesn't do well. So unfortunately, I think this movie was a flop. 1 out of 10, I give this a 2, and that's being very generous. I will not watch this movie again. It was very confusing. It was very boring. Some of the acting was not that good either. I think Sydney Sweeney did, again, good with portraying her giving birth, as well as also her being scared, trying to survive this intense environment. And that's basically it. Other than that, I think that the movie movie is very low rated. It's very low tier. I do not recommend this movie for any horror fan. If you have seen this movie, then that's fine. If you did enjoy this movie, that's perfectly fine. But the entirety of this movie left me going, what did I watch? And it was very weird. But either way, guys, what are your thoughts on this movie? Have you seen it? Do you like it? Do you hate it? I'd personally like to know. Let me know down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, always about subscribing. Leave a big fat like on the video if you guys enjoyed. And I'll be seeing you as always on the next one.